Hey everyone, welcome to the video that I'm going to be doing on the S&P 500. Let's see here. Before I get into this, of course, this isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research, and just giving my opinion on the market, just like I do on Bitcoin. I'm not going to talk about any kind of price predictions. I'm just simply going to be giving an analysis on the market, kind of giving some waves. I'm not going to tell you where to place your trades. We're all adults here, and I'm just giving my opinion. So, with that, we're going to be looking at a short-term analysis on the S&P. This is not going to be looking months and months ahead. We're literally looking at days ahead. So where are we looking at in the coming days? And this is going to be sort of a continuation off of the video that I was doing last week, where we were talking about where things were going to stall out, where things were eventually going to go, and kind of where we're at now. So let's look at the charts. The chart really speaks for itself. So last week, we were sitting right around here in this range. We were sitting down here, and I drew out this red box, which I have not moved, and I said that that is likely where things were going to stall out. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. All right, so again, we're looking at an hourly time frame, so let me just go ahead and zoom in just a little bit here. We want to make this a little easier to see. All right, and just for those of you that haven't been following, we were talking about this potentially being a top for the time being, and we're working on a correction right now. We're working on correcting the move, and we see a 1, 2, 3, steep 3, 4, and then we've got 5 all the way down here into the A. All right, now we're working on creating the B, and what I'm expecting to happen here on this B is I'm expecting a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C into the B, and then I need 5 more waves. I need 5 waves up from here. Okay, so if we're going to be doing 5 waves up from here, where are we going to go? Again, we completed the A down here. Now we're working on the B, which I would expect it to come, kind of up here into this range, somewhere between, I know this is a wide range, 30.73 to 31.62. More than likely, this is going to stall out at 31.10, or if you're playing SPY, it's going to probably stall out at about 3.11. Okay, so it would be nice if it did come all the way up here. I could see that as being a perfectly valid place for this to go. I've got this level here to watch, but I've got this level up here with a little more certainty because this comes all the way up to the 786. All right, so what I think is likely happening here, let's just pull this out. We have an impulse. We're expecting an impulse. So we've got from here, 1, 2, 3. I think this is probably going to go up just a little bit more, probably to here for the 1. We'll come back down here for the 2. And then what I think is probably going to happen, we will stall out here, and people are going to get really ambitious that that's going to be where things are going to be falling, and that's not what's going to happen. It's going to go up here and finish this last move. I think more than likely this is what's going to happen, and then once we get up here, figure out where we pivot, that's when we're going to make a determination where we're going to go from there. But for the short term, for the time being, I believe that what we have completed is 5 waves into the A, 5, 3, working on 5 into the B. So again, this is, from up here, A, B, C into the B, 5, 3, 5, A, B, C. And then, of course, we had a long, drawn-out correction back here. So because this has taken a while to work out, I also have to acknowledge the fact that this could have been 5, 3, and then we could have had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete the move up here. Possible that this is the completion of that move. If that is the case, okay, guys, if that's the case, then this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we've had to move down here, and we've got a nice little A, B working on the C, we should have a serious move to the downside and not get anywhere close to these prices. So that is a scenario up here that I'm also taking a look at. This is at about 314 or 3140 if you're looking at SPX. So up here, I'm seeing resistance, 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 resistance. It's just continued resistance up here in this range. I would expect that to do a little bit of a correction and then continue accelerating to the downside rather than seeing us complete this 1, come down shallow for the 2, and then see accelerated buying into the 3, a shallow correction in the 4, then finally a move to the 5. That also would take us up to the same resistance, okay? So there's 2 scenarios here short term that I'm looking at. One of them, which is my main count, is that we see an impulsive move up here, likely up to somewhere between 3110 and 3160. It's kind of a wide range. If you're going to play this, your stop loss has to be at about 32.30. Okay, so if you're going to be shorting this, your stop loss needs to be at about 32.30 because that's where our previous highs were. So if we, from an Elliott perspective, if we're counting this as a correction, this thing should see some accelerated selling to the downside. Of course, knowing that we have to come up before we go down, a lot of times when we come up, it goes higher than you expect, and when it goes down a little further than you would expect. Now, nonetheless, I am expecting a move up here into this range. I'm going to keep both of these boxes here just like I kept this box here, which was very accurate. We had that move to the downside, and now we're moving up. Okay, now we're moving up. We've been moving up for, for the last, like 20 hours or so. And so now I think we're just going to continue kind of grinding ourselves up here in an impulsive fashion, and then we see a nice swift move to the downside. So again, we're looking at a 5-3-5 correction. So this is 5 waves to the A, and then we have a 5-3-5 here into the B, and then we should have 5 moves down into the C. Now the bigger question, and we're not going to talk about this, is are we going to stop here at 2780, or are we going to make the bearish target all the way down here at about 2650? We'll have to wait and see. But right now, this is what I'm looking at. I'm expecting that this is going to do a slow grind up. More than likely, it's going to come up a lot higher than you expect. There's a lot of people that are going to be, just heavily anticipating a good short position, and they're just going to get crushed. A lot of people are going to be waiting for the 50 and the 618, and then always forgetting that the 786 and the 887 is there. Okay, internal retracement. I don't think we're going to have an expanded flat scenario. I think we will get a rejection up here in this zone, and I do think we will go lower. But for right now, the bias is up short term. All right. Well, let's see here. No strike and day. Oh, sorry, man. 280 puts 717. Good question. So July, I guess it really depends on when you bought those puts. 717, 280 puts. Yeah, it's probably not going to work out. Honestly, it's probably not going to work out. I could be wrong. I don't want to force your hand or anything, but I think that those puts are likely going to expire worthless. I would say by mid-July, honestly, we're probably going to still be trading between 295 and 3,000. Probably about 295 to 3,050. I think we probably are still going to be in this range mid-July, if I had to guess. So, yeah, I guess just be careful with those. In my opinion, SPY in particular is not good for buying calls or puts. I think it's better for selling. I think it's better for selling options, not buying options. Just my opinion on that. But yeah, so again, that's just my opinion. So maybe hopefully that helps. Okay. Also a reminder, on the Discord server, I have opened up a channel that is for chart analysis. If there's a particular chart that you want me to do an analysis on, you can go into that particular channel, and I am more than happy to do Elliott Wave or whatnot. So go to the chart request channel and just throw in some tickers on there, and I can do some analysis on that as well. It's a repurposed Ask for Help chart or Ask for Help channel. And we're turning it into a chart request. So if there's a chart you want me to take a look at, go into the Discord and just throw that in there, and I'll be more than happy to get that out for you. SPY 310.72. That's like this week. 310. Maybe. I don't know. I think the 310 call is a higher probability of hitting than the 280 puts on 717, but I did not say that because I don't give any financial advice on here. So I'll go ahead and end it here before I get my my channel completely banned. So let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and end it. If this video did help in any way, shape, or form, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and of course wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a good day, good night, good evening.